Hey, you guys. This is your girl, Disparate Amelia, back again with another video. A video. Yeah. So this is part 2 of my sophomore recap. So I talked about my fall quarter and my winter quarter of my sophomore year at Scad, which is Savannah College of Art and Design. Please look up above to see part 1 of this video. My major is performing arts and my minor is dramatic writing. I will be talking about my spring and summer quarter. So I was at Scad all year round, guys. You do not have to take summer classes, and I did not take summer classes, but I worked during the summer, so Scad couldn't get enough of me. It couldn't. And I was here for it, so hey. Well, I left off with me being in a recital, which led me to be in Spring Songs and Scenes, which is an amazing show that is led by Scad students. It's actually led by Scad seniors. I was a part of the show as a sophomore, which really opened me up to meeting a lot of different people. I'm very social, but at the same time, I'm an introvert. Sometimes I just don't talk. And sometimes I really love to be alone. It's not to be standoffish, but I work best when I'm by myself. I feel like I'm a lot more focused and I'm a lot more intuitive. That really kind of had nothing to do with the situation. But I didn't know a lot of people on set. I guess that's what I was trying to say. I met a lot of different people and I got a little bit of connections. I know people now and I know things now. Yeah, if you know where that's from, give this a thumbs up. Write it in the comment box below for those people who don't know. Did something just drop? Also give a thumbs up for this beat, okay? Because I don't do this on a regular. Like, I don't wear makeup on a regular. Like, is this good? I like it. This is really, I wasn't really gonna do the eyeliner thing, but it's here. And it's here to stay. Only for the couple of hours that I'm wearing it, so hey. I feel like spring quarter, I was really tried to the fullest. The college experience really hit me in the head. I got challenged, I'm gonna scoot up. I got challenged with everything I could be challenged with, and I'm here, which means I'm alive, which means I got through it, which means it was all worth it, and I learned a lesson, a couple of lessons. For Spring Songs and Scenes, I played Cinderella, the Brandy Cinderella, and we sang Impossible, which I have a couple of clips for. That's also in a vlog if you guys want to watch that. I do vlog my school experience when I do go to school, so if you guys want to check that out, please do. Please watch it and let me know what you think about it. This is more in depth, this is more personal, this is more my experience. I was Cinderella and I had a fairy godmother. We didn't really do rehearsal that much, and at the same time I had another show to rehearse for, and then I had class, and then I had like clubs that I was into. Spring quarter, a lot of events go on. I was also working. Spring quarter is a lot. Spring and fall quarter is a lot, but I feel like spring quarter is the most because there's so many signature events that goes on, so you have to be really careful with your schedule and your planning. But with Spring Songs and Scenes, we didn't really rehearse that much. I'll say we rehearsed like 4 or 5 times individually, or maybe even 3 times individually, because there's so many different parts to that big of a show. So we would rehearse, like me and my fairy godmother would rehearse. There was just a lot of complications. Like my fairy godmother, I believe, I'm talking about the person, I'm not obviously gonna display their name, but my fairy godmother was going through a lot at the time. I understand it was her senior year and she was just going through a lot of stuff, but it was my sophomore year and this was like gonna be my first main stage show. Like I already told you guys that I've been in a show in the winter where I got to sing, but this was my first show that like had some notoriety at the school. This thing is like a tradition that Scad students do, so I was obviously excited to do it and I worked very hard. I'm one that can mold and form into everything. I'm definitely a chameleon. I feel I'm up for the challenge for the most part, and when it comes to music, it's very easy for me to catch something by ear, so it's not hard for me to change my key or my note or whatever I need to do. So I did that to accommodate my fairy godmother, and in the end it was a little bit too hard for her and she quit on me. I think it was probably like 3 days before the show that I've been preparing for all quarter. So she quit on me, which was very devastating. I obviously was not gonna quit the show because I worked so hard to do it. This was a great opportunity for me and I've been working so hard, and I really wasn't that close of friends with my fairy god. I wasn't really friends at all with my fairy godmother, but I did respect her because she was a student, and you know, we all go through things, we all have our different moments and things like that. But when it comes to working with other people, you have to be considerate, and I felt like her quitting on me like 3-4 days before, it was very inconsiderate, but I understood where she was coming from. I guess to have like so much trouble and conflict within her that she had to like quit a show was very hard for her. So that was very disheartening, but I obviously kept the show on the road. I continued to be Cinderella. I did not quit because she quit. I stuck in there, I practiced, they found a quick replacement, and she did amazing, we did amazing. So if you want to see that vlog, then you can look down below. Regardless of her quitting, it was a very professional rehearsal process once everyone came together and we actually got it popping. Like, we were in, we were out, they gave us notes, they were on time. It was just very professional all the way through. I really appreciate them for that, for not giving up on me and like cutting my whole scene and all just because my fairy godmother quit. So I appreciate them for that, and it was a beautiful experience. I got to be on stage and I loved it. That was the most dramatic and like quick rehearsal process I've ever been through. It was crazy. And like in the midst of this quarter, I was super sick, so I like had that performance I think right when I recovered from being sick. I was so scared of like not having to do this. I was sick for like a good 4 to 5 weeks, guys. Like, that's the longest I've ever been sick in my life. Like, if I'm sick, I'm usually sick for like 2 days, 3 days, that's about it. Not for whole weeks, not for like a month at a time. Like, that's never happened to me before. I didn't have this is so personal. Dang, I'm getting real personal in this. I feel this is personal. But I didn't have insurance at the time, so I couldn't even go to the doctor because the insurance that I did have didn't cover my getting a checkup to like check what was going on. So I would have to pay like $300 or something like that, and I could not do that where I was at that point. I just had to ride it out, and I'm not a medicine person, so what did I take during that time? I really think I just wrote it out. I had like tea and lemon and honey. Oh my god, I ate / drank. Do you drink or eat honey? I'm not really sure. I had honey non-stop that whole time that I was sick. It was insane. I've never been sick for that long. I've never had that kind of experience, so it was really crazy, and I don't want to go through that again. My voice teacher said that I had a sinus infection, which I believe I did have. That's why it didn't allow me to recover as quick as I normally do. I still to this day don't really know what happened. It was hard for me to swallow. It was very hard for me to sing at that point, so I thank God that I got to actually do the show, that I recovered enough to do the show. Like, I'm just now, that was from like April, and I'm just now getting my voice back to really full strength. It was crazy. I was losing my voice also all throughout the summer, so like I don't know what was going on. I'm better now. I'm here. My VI-DE hauls are a lot stronger, so I'm very happy for that. But in the midst of me being sick, in the midst of that spring quarter, I lost my voice for a whole week. I was out of it. I was really not feeling it in terms of like physical health. Spring quarter, like, I don't know what was going on with me, but my body was not having it, and I suffered because of it. I didn't get to do poetry night, which I always do, and I was so sad. Like, literally the night of poetry night, I planned on singing, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna sing because my voice already hurts. Literally, if I tried to sing, it felt like I was getting like stabbed in the neck, like scratch. My neck was like scratchy, like it actually hurt to sing, to produce sound in that kind of way. So that night of poetry night, I was like, I'm not gonna sing, I'm just gonna chill out and enjoy this one. And everybody was like, why are you not singing? And I was like, I'm sick, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was sounding like this, and like people really didn't believe me that I was sick. And literally the day after, I lost my voice completely. I did not have a voice at all. I think I made a snap. I don't have it saved, so I'm gonna play it for you guys. But I couldn't speak. I couldn't talk for a whole week. That has never happened to me, and I was so afraid and so scared. Not scared enough to get checked, but I really didn't think anything was wrong with me until I lost my voice. It was crazy. We're looking for the video right now. Ooh, I'm looking very shiny, 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 yeah, shiny, yeah. That's like the default song for whenever you're shining, right? So this was April 15th. I was already sick, I was already going through some things, and then I lost my voice. This is like literally me just waking up, and I took a snap because I was so amazed that I lost my whole voice. Like, people really didn't believe that I was sick the day before because I said I wouldn't sing, and here it is.
Yo, my voice is gone. I don't have a voice right now. I can't even yell. I can't even go louder than that. What?
Can you believe that? I had no voice. I'm still so amazed to this day that I don't know what was wrong with me. Like, I do not know what made me sick like that, and it really worries me because I use my voice for everything. I sing, I act, like I need my health. I cannot believe I was sick for that long. It was so crazy, but I literally had no voice. It affected me from rehearsing with another play that I was in during the spring. I told you all the blessings was just coming for me this year. It's okay, because I'm coming for you too, boo. I was in a senior thesis called Eclipse, which was written by Denai Guerrera of The Walking Dead. It was really an amazing script. It was an amazing play, and when we performed it, it was amazing. The rehearsal process was something else. It took a lot out of me. This was my first time actually being the lead in a play and having like so many lines to memorize and actually having to physically be there and embody a whole other person for a good 2 hours. It just showed me how strong I was as an actor. It showed me that I really can do this. Like, I really do believe in myself. I really can make connections with somebody who isn't me and portray them and make them be that real person that they're written to be. I cried 3 nights in a row repeatedly. There's one scene in the play that is just emotional, and I didn't cry because I made myself cry. I cried because I really felt connected with what my character saw and what she was going through, and that was such an amazing and just breathtaking moment for me in my career. I felt like, I don't know, I probably will never experience that kind of character again, and if I do, I'm blessed. Just everything that it took out of me emotionally and physically. Like, I was legit hurting, y'all, because we had a fight scene and I did not fall properly, so I had bruises on my knees, I had bruises on my legs, like my back was tore up. I'm just very grateful for that experience. It taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about people that you work with. It taught me a lot about myself and my work ethic. It taught me a lot about being another person, being a character and embodying them in who you are, and having to strip away all your identity to portray this person that is written on this page, that you need their story to be told and for other people to know about. So I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, rehearsal process was a lot. I felt like I was tried a lot. I'm a very kind person, and I feel like sometimes people take that as weakness sometimes. So I think that's what happened to me. I'm the kind of person that like holds it in until I just like blow up like a volcano, and that's not very good, and that's usually what happens in times when I feel frustrated. That happened to me during the rehearsal process, but I'm grateful for everything that happened because I learned. Every day in life you get a new lesson, and every day in life you learn something new, so I'm not even worried about it. I wish all the people that I work with the best. I hope everybody gets what they want in their career and what they want out of life, and I'm very proud of what we put up as a production, so A++. I didn't even talk about my classes. Okay, so I had survey of performance. I also had script analysis and auditioning stage to screen. So survey of performance was basically an art history class but for performing arts, and I had a way different feeling about it than Western art. Like I said, my body was just going through a lot during spring quarter, and I felt like I kept that to myself for the most part. Like, I don't like to put on that I'm not feeling well, and if I show you that I'm not feeling well, then you know that I'm actually going through something, because I don't normally express that. So please take me seriously when I say I'm not feeling well. But I'm so sad to say this, but I fell asleep so much in that class. I was doing so much that I just kept falling asleep, and I don't know why. My body was going through so much. It was not having it, and it wanted to take a rest during that class, but I really enjoyed it. It taught me a lot about my craft and the history of theater. So we basically read plays and then we got to see them live performances like on TV screen. Watch the live performance. It wasn't a movie, it was like the actual stage play, and that was a really cool experience for me. Like, I got to see these plays in motion. I wasn't just reading about it, but I was actually seeing how they interpreted it, and that was very cool for me. I loved it. I loved it. It was really cool. My teacher is amazing for that too. Script analysis was really fun. Again, another writing class. So again, not a lot of people talk to me. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like sucking up. A lot of people that go to my school know a lot of things and they've been to a lot of places and they've had a lot of experience that I just have not had. And I appreciate that and I know that and I respect that. I know they'll just know a lot more things than I do when it comes to my craft because they've seen it, they've gone through it, they've been educated on it in like high school and things like that. I haven't come from a background like that, but I'm very passionate in what I do and I'm very passionate in learning about the things that I don't already know. I have no problem when it comes to people like that. I guess because of that, people underestimate how smart I am when it comes to different things that are like encapsulated in my major and in my minor. They don't think I know and they don't really care if I know or not, and they don't want to teach me if I know or not. I just sit back and I do my work and it is what it is. I learn what I learned from them, and if anybody wants to underestimate me, then you can do that. But I know my future's gonna be bright and successful. It may catch you off guard, but it won't catch me off guard because I already know and I don't care if nobody else believes in me. Yeah, so that's how it is in some of these classes. A lot of people come from privileged backgrounds, and if you don't come from the same background, then they're not gonna pay you any mind until you open your mouth and say something that is worth something to them, and then they want to give you all the praise. So I don't have time for that. I'm doing me. I'm working on me. If you want to talk to me, if you don't want to talk to me, that's your business, but I'm here and I'm here to stay and I'm here to learn. But besides that, it was a really good class. I learned a lot more about writing. Writing is my minor, so I only have to take, I think, 5 classes to be credited for that as my minor. So I really don't have a lot of time taking those writing classes, but I enjoy those classes that I do have because I learn a lot and it helps not only with writing but more for performing arts. And writing majors and professors seem to like hate on performing arts students, so I tend to be quiet because I'm a performing arts student and you're not gonna hate on my major, okay? So I'm gonna let you do what you do and I'm gonna just be in the corner. Like, I'm really not here for like the downing of other majors, because if it weren't for performing arts majors, if it weren't for writing majors, if it weren't for film majors, if it weren't for sound majors, then we wouldn't have the things that we watch and read and know about today. You get what I'm saying? Like, all of them come together as a whole to create a bigger entity than whatever your major is. It really doesn't matter. A lot of people think like actors are brain dead and like anybody can be an actor if you wanted to, which anybody can read a script if you want to, but if you want someone who's actually gonna dig in and someone who's actually going to put their time and their work and their effort and their research into their work, then you need someone who's trained for it. You need someone who is passionate about it and someone who actually has the skill to do it. So putting down other majors just because they don't do what you do, it really sucks, and it's kind of sad. Don't do that. I know a lot of people who do that, who think like other majors that they need, they're just like props in the background and they're so holier than thou and everything like that. It's really not that serious. We all need each other to do the work and to get the final product, so get over yourself. I'm really going off in this video, right? I know, it's crazy. So auditioning from stage to screen. So that class gave me so much confidence and so much new information about the industry that I'm in. It gave me a lot of the business side. It gave me a lot of the casting side of what I need to know about my craft. So I'm very happy that I got to take that class again with an amazing teacher who I took before. She was just really great and I love her teaching style and I love that she's hands-on. So yeah, it is what it is. That's all I can say about that. Because of that class, we got to really do like auditioning, and we got to like learn more about our resumes and our headshots and what we should and should not do when it comes to things like that. I auditioned for a lot of things. Well, not a lot of things because I was doing a lot. I auditioned for some more things because of that class, and I actually got into the things that I really wanted to do. So I'm so glad that I took that class. I auditioned for a fall production called The Wolves. It's about a female soccer team, and I got in. I didn't even expect to actually be casted for this play, but now that I am, I'm super excited, and I'm just ready to put in the work. Obviously, I need to be working out, learning more about soccer, because it's about soccer team, and we're actually going to be doing some of the pre-warm-up routines, so death to my body. But you know what, this is the year, junior year, I feel that everything is going to come into pocket. Like, I'm really going to be out there achieving and doing everything that I want to do, and I'm so proud of myself. You guys have no clue, and I probably can't even state how proud I am of myself. I cannot believe I'm even in the place where I am now. And I also auditioned for ATV, which I think stands for Atlanta Television Festival. I'm not really sure what the A stands for, but it's ATV. If you go to my school, you know what I'm talking about. ATV Fest is hosted in the winter, and it's hosted in Atlanta, where they get a lot of television and people who are in the industry to come and talk to us about TV and castings and bookings and things like that. But there's also a class that holds students that you have to audition for, and you get to go to ATV with them. I think you get to audition for like directors and casting agents of those sorts, and I got in. So yay, right? I was so nervous during that audition. I despise auditions. I'm not very good, I feel, at auditioning. Like, I get so nervous. I was really there, and they liked me, so I'm in. I can't believe it, but I'm so ecstatic, and I'm so excited for my future. You guys have no idea. You have no idea. I'm so proud of myself. No one's proud of myself. I definitely am. So those are the two things that I'm doing in this fall. I'm gonna be in a pilot show because of ATV, so I'm gonna be in a show that my school casts, directs, and writes for, and obviously is acted by students. So we'll see how that turns out. I will obviously have more updates for you guys. You can watch my vlogs, because most likely I'm gonna be talking a lot about that in my vlog. I will have these updates on my channel, so subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about what I got going on in the fall. So a lot of clubs that I actually got put in. I don't even remember which quarter I applied for Multicultural Alliance Theater. I think it was the same time that I applied to be a student ambassador, because I believe that's when I also did like a cute little interview for Multicultural Alliance Theater. I actually ended up being the ICC liaison of that club, and this past year a lot of our e-board members graduated or left, and I got moved up to be vice president. So that's a big role for me. I'm super excited to see what this club's gonna do in this next year. I'm just glad that we get to offer new opportunities, new plays which challenge the mind, and basically gets to offer students that don't normally get the chance to be on stage or to be directing their own plays a platform to do so. So I'm very excited that I'm a part of this club. I also campaigned, I guess, to be Miss BSA, which is Black Student Association, and I am now Miss BSA of Black Student Association, which I've wanted to be for a little minute now, and I'm very happy that I got this position. I'm basically in the hands of doing social media. I'm basically in the hands of doing community service for the club. I'm excited. I'm doing a lot this upcoming year. I'm those two clubs. I'm doing this winter production. I'm in ATV, which I feel like should last until winter quarter. This year I can audition for Showcase, which is a great opportunity for me in my senior year, and I'm very excited for what's to come. I am a student ambassador, which also led me to be working at my school over the summer. I'm super proud of who I've become. I've learned so much in this past year, and I know everybody's college journey is different, but this is just some of the things, some of the classes that I took during this past year, some of the things that I've learned, the things that I've gone through. Everybody's journey is different, so obviously don't look to mine as like a stepping stone of what you should and should not do during your sophomore year or your years at college at all. This summer was amazing. I got to work with my school and it gave me a lot of different perspective on just people's personalities. I made a lot of bonds with a lot of different people who go to my school from all kinds of different majors. Performing arts, I feel like definitely has to branch out to more than what its major is, because not a lot of performing arts students are represented in other things. I was one of the 2 performing arts majors that worked over the summer, and I'm one of a very small few performing arts majors to be a student ambassador, so I'm excited to represent my major. It is kind of a small major, but I'm excited to represent it and to show what performing arts students have to offer. I am so blessed. I'm so thankful and so grateful for where I am in this journey. For all of my students who got accepted or who are going to Scad this fall 2017-2018 year, I'm so proud of you. You are so blessed as well. I wish you all the best, all the luck in your school year, whichever major you're going into, whichever year you're going into, and I hope that you use every opportunity for your own learning, for your own good. This college experience is for you. This college experience is for you to learn, but it's also for the people around you. You're here to make something out of yourself. You're here to learn, and you're here to come out with a career. You're here to make sure that you have a career and something sustainable in the end, or working towards something sustainable in the end. So I wish you all the luck, all the best. To all my people who have reached out to me this past summer and these past couple of years with all your questions and love, and that you watch my videos, I totally appreciate it. You guys have no idea. Never be shy to come up to me if you see me at school. Actually, while I was working this summer, one of the students who was in a high school, she like came up to me and like took a picture with me. So I was so happy for that. She was from Colombia, I believe, and she was just so amazing. She was cool, and I wish everybody was like that. Like, everybody can come up to me and take a picture. Don't ever be shy, because I'm the nicest person, almost too nice of a person. So please come up and take a picture, or just say hi if you want to, if you even want to ask me some questions. Whatever, I'm down. I'm game. I wish you all the best with whichever school or whichever major you're going to. Please have a beautiful and blessed school year. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Comment down below if you have any questions about what I said or what I didn't say, or what you want to know more about. I love you all, and thank you so much for watching. You're the best. See you all next time. Bye.